Good morning, good morning, good morning. Sup, witches? How y'all doing today? Alright, so no weird dreams or anything last night. We had that late night message come through. We're good with that. If you want to know what I look like in the morning, this is it. That's the whole fantasticness of it, right? Haters gonna hate, but that's alright. Right? Let's get going, man. Some people are just... That's kind of the energy that I have got, that I have been feeling for the last couple of days, right? I even shared that song. There's a song by Second Chance called Haters Gonna Hate. My sister-in-law actually gave me the turned me on to that artist. That's it. So in the song Haters Gonna Hate, speaking of songs and phones, they are, it's got a line in it that says, you can walk on water, and people will say it's because you can't swim. Once again, we're using the candles that we made the other day here. Send some prosperity and abundance everybody's way. It says, you could walk on water and people will say it's because you can't swim, and you could fly like eagles and people will hate because it ain't them. Or people try to shoot you down because it ain't them. That's just kind of the energy that I've got. It's like, I get that the closer that when people come into awakenings and things like that, when you wake up and you start seeing the program, the bullshit, the weirdness, right, and you start noticing, the stories and the plays, right, when the debate is over, slander becomes the tool of the loser. Somebody... Right, I get this energy that somebody feels like they won because somebody walked away, but in the end they didn't really win, because no matter how much distance you put in certain connections, the connection's still there if nobody cut the cord, right? Don't get distracted. It's like in that moment the universe existed to bring us together. I get somebody's talking shit about you, somebody's worried that you're going to go out dating or something like that, right? Someone's definitely walked away. And it was like in that moment the whole universe existed to bring you guys together. Someone who felt like this was fated. What do you want? We're going to go through all of these because these are the same exact ones. We're going to separate these up in here a little bit. There's the same messages from last night. Even the seed of the tree of life had to be planted in darkness, right? It's needed. It's like praying for rain as I stand in the desert, but I'm holding you closer than most because you are my heaven. Never underestimate the predictability of stupidity. You are your own prisoner. If someone wants to walk out of your life, let them go. I always get that with this card too, and with the way that it came out with this reading. It's somebody is realizing this. I get like somebody's talking smack, they might not even like it, or they might be trying to voice their opinions, and people are threatening to leave them. And they're just like, if how I feel about somebody, or if I like somebody, or whatever, decisions that are making in your life that make you happy, like I said, if you're finding a point where you feel like you're walking on water, and you feel like you're soaring like an eagle, and someone's like, slander, right? I'm just going to say all this bullshit, right? They're going to bring up shit about your past. They're going to bring up shit about the other person's past. They're going to bring up all this shit that's like, you know what? If you don't like my decisions and you want to go, right? If you weren't stirring the bucket, you wouldn't have gotten shit on your shoes, right? I get a very, very common witchish thing here. It's like, look, and this is true, a dream is merely a dream until you put it into action. Somebody wants to put something into action. Someone's definitely dreaming about changing their circumstances here. But there's this very, very powerful thing that a lot of people don't realize is every time someone says your name, right? You got my name in your mouth. You got my name in your mouth, right? Witches, let me just tell you, if you got someone's name, another witch's name in your mouth, you're giving her power. So these people that are talking shit about you, they're giving you power. It is your choice whether you want to absorb that energy and reflect it back negative. You want to get into the slander fight with them, or you can reflect it with love and light, and you can use it to build up more of your abundance. They're sending you energy, but you are the alchemist that gets to choose whether you want to keep it on that frequency or tune it and use it to fuel another frequency, right? I get like that Monsters Incorporated movie, right? Laughter, right? You got screams and fear powers all their energy, but laughter is so much more powerful than the fear, right? That's what I'm getting, right? It's like never underestimate the predictability of stupidity. You know, these bitches, they're basic and they're stupid and they do stupid things, right? And they embarrass themselves with this, right? Because they're competing against you, and I don't feel like anybody's really competing too much against them, because what? The timeline's laid out. Why do you want to marry me? So I can kiss you anytime you want. A person playing a role will forget their lines. Pay attention, the act cannot go on forever. Somebody's dropped the mask. Somebody wants to marry somebody else, wants to be with somebody else. Why do you want to be with me? So I can kiss you anytime I want. Somebody wants to be with somebody else, and someone who was pretending to be that person is bitter. Bitter, 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 bitter. The best curse ever. May the horrors of all your actions be revealed to you. Another witch's motto there. Right? I don't need to enact my vengeance on my perceived enemies. Right? They will screw themselves. Always have, always will. They will screw themselves over. It's not anything I need to worry about, right? Miserable bitches will always have miserable lives, right? Even if they manage to get money, even if they manage to marry a millionaire, even if they manage to have all this shit, that bitter bitch is still going to be a bitter bitch no matter what situation she is. She'll always be miserable. What is it Medea said? I'd rather be happy with a goldfish and a puppy in a corner than worry about why somebody's in my house, ruining my peace. I believe this is also what's caused the separation. Someone's put some distance in between themselves and, yeah, the negative energy, right? They don't want to engage with the negative energy anymore. Do the 3D45D on this. A lot of focus on this Queen of Stabs here in the middle, right? Definitely big witch energy there, right? The Stabs are always big D energy for feminines. It's that big witch energy going on. It could also be indicative of fire signs, divine feminine fire signs. Ooh, Queen of Wands again. What's up with this king now? Don't mind. Burger Beans out there. She is pitching a fit. I don't know what her deal is today. She has been sketchy all morning. Alright, 3D, 45D, 3D, what people are supposed to be, what's the main narrative, what's kind of being seen is what's going on. 40, what's more going on, like in people's minds, right? On the secondary level, the unseen side of it. 5D, higher level spirit guides, angels, higher selves, enlightened masters, however you want to see that. Let's throw my hair up real quick. This is going to drive me nuts. Alright. We got a King of Wands. I definitely got this Rhett Butler, frankly Scarlett, I don't give a damn type of energies. Whenever I see this, right, I picture that end scene in Gone with the Wind, where Rhett's leaving Terra, and he walks out onto the street, and it's all, I think actually they're in the town at this point, but it's all foggy and stuff, and he's walking away, and she's crying at him over, she's trying to say shit, and he's like, you know what, frankly, Scarlett, I don't give a damn, right? Scarlett's retort to most of this stuff, too, she's not the best character to idolize. She was very, like, conniving for her day, but she was a female trying to survive in the world, right? And she had her reasons and her traumas as to why she did what she did. But she always did this thing where she's like, I'll think about it tomorrow, right? When he walked away, that's the whole scene that I'm getting here. Frankly, Scarlett, I don't give a damn. Somebody's walked away, right? And the other person's like, I'll think about it tomorrow. And I kind of get it might be red too, because right above the King of Wands, upright on the bottom, is the King of Wands reversed, right? Doing this kind of doused a big cold bucket of water on their internal flame, right? Eight of Pentacles, there's a focus on building skills, building money, building towards financial independence, things of that nature going on here. On the 3D, right? This person, I feel like they feel like they missed an opportunity. I told you, they got that energy around them, right? That skanky energy, right? You get the nymph energy here, right? Four Cups is all about missing that opportunity, missing out on a cup, right? Or not realizing you had a cup. I feel this person definitely feels like they might have missed out on that genuine, true... Excuse me, I see. Oh, jeez. Sorry. Alright, so this person, I feel like, right, you get this cup of, and together it makes the Five of Cups, right? I even get that's the energy that's around them. They've got like X's around them or something like that. Could be up to 3, right? I feel like they missed an opportunity on, they got people around them they've had relationships with, right? And I feel like they missed out on a relationship, right? And now they're trying to find some balance here, right? Look at that sword for a tongue there on the one side. We got 13. I think it's the 14th now, isn't it? What's today? Yeah, today's the 14th. There's a divine feminine number there as well. Someone might even be gaining balance by having to learn how to use a sharp tongue or having to balance their words. That's all on the 3D, right? On the 4D, yeah. This person, this King of Wands, with whatever happened on that 3D there, they feel like a failure. They feel like they're just twirling around, drawing circles in the sand. Circle in the sand, round and round. I need to look up that song. I keep saying it and I keep forgetting to do it, right? I don't need to do the rest of the lyrics to it. But this person feels like they're just spinning in circles with things, right? Like they keep coming back to the same failure when it comes to that, right? I told you, they feel like they missed a major opportunity. I think they feel like they missed a major opportunity to have a Ten of Pentacles foundation. Look, it almost looks like the Lover's card here. Right? Right. They're hugging the tree. They've got like initials over it. They got a star carved in it, but like right, they've carved a thing in a tree, right? And he's really focused on this Queen of Wands here, right? And she appears to be fully in her power, right? And she's in control when it comes to the 40, right? She's in control of her thoughts and words. There's a lot of interference. There's that I got no strings on me again, right? This person is covered in strings. They could both be, actually. They could both be covered in strings. There could be a lot of entanglements and connections. I even get the kind of sense that this King of Wands, I feel like he got like duped, right? I just get this strong sense of just like I feel so incredibly stupid, right? I feel so stupid. I walked away from this fucking opportunity to have this Ten of Pentacles with this fiery ass Queen of Wands, but I acted like a damn puppet. I let these outside energies, these old energies, these people, see, and this is the other thing, when I watch this happen over and over and over again, and I don't know who needs to hear this, but stop dating people you've already broken up with. Stop, I'm going to say it again, stop dating people you've already broken up with, especially if you've broken up with them more than once. You're not fucking compatible. Oh my god. Like, I mean, why is that such a hard concept for people to get, right? I don't know, I've always been a proponent for just moving forward, right? When you break up with somebody, right, you went through it, right? And I'm going to use my first marriage as it, right? I went through it with this man, right? I did everything that I possibly could to salvage my marriage, even though he cheated, even though he was a fucking deadbeat, even though he didn't work, even though all he ever did was play video games, right? I don't know why someone needs to hear this too. There's a guy out there that's going to catch this video that needs to hear this. What? No female truly enjoys a man who spends all his time when he is home playing video games, especially by themselves. No woman really likes that. It's okay every now and then, but if they allow you and encourage you to be disappeared in a video game and they're running around doing, couponing parties and book clubs and da-da-da-da-da, nah, honey, nah. They want you distracted in that game because real lives fight over this shit all the time. A woman who loves you wants some time with you. As it is. If they're too agreeable with you ignoring them, then they're getting attention someplace else. I mean, that was like, I think one of the weirdest things that I learned from one of my exes, right? But that was a big fight that I had with mine. But one of my exes, Rob, you guys, some of y'all met him, right? That was his big thing. He said before I started dating him, he used to have married women would come and visit him that he was friends with, right? And their big thing was their husbands were home playing video games and they would go and be dating around and sleeping around with other people. Right? I don't know who needs it. That is a very weird thing, but there's definitely something in there with this, right? And there's something along those lines that these are the strings that are being pulled. Right? Somebody's pulling somebody's strings. Somebody straight puppet mastered somebody else, right? Yeah, they're the ones that came in. They're the ones that are pulling the strings. They're the ones that are just like, they cause drama and then they cause the person to walk away, or they convince the person to walk away. And now this person's like, damn it, man. Every single time I get close, I make the same stupid fucking mistake, right? And then it all just does what it does. Does what it does. Get the Five of Cups here on the 5D. Right? For as much as these energies interfere, this person still can't stop focusing on this soul connection, right? They can't stop focusing on it. Their spirit guides keep them focusing on it. Right? Everything's evolved around this. When they think about this connection, they even get luckier just by thinking about this connection, right? The Queen of Staves is on the forefront. She's the one on the forefront for the 5D all the way down to the 3D. She's the one that's got the attention right now, right? Right? There was some illusions, right? Too good to be true, right? And it's just this shadow of illusions of like, yeah, it's like, well, no, nobody's perfect. Nobody's the perfect person, right? There has to be equal give and take here. Right? It's okay for a person not to be perfect, but there has to be some balance to it. The Ace of Cups here. There's a lot of love in this connection. Yeah, there's a major tower happening. There's that 10 of Cups. I think this person's realizing this. If they haven't yet, the 5D is going to be bringing it to them, right? They're like, you really want that Ace of Cups? You're going to have to tower this past situation, right? Going to have to tower that past situation. You're going to have to come, right? You really want that happy home life and coming into, stability and comfort, right? Ten of Cups is all about that happy home life, right? It's about that house full of love, that home full of love, right? Got this Page of Staves here, right? Get the Page of Staves that's right under this Seven of Cups with the Queen of Wands. This person's going to be coming into a realization that they were very immature. They might have fired up a little too soon, spoke a little too quickly, right? Allowed their passions and emotions to get the better of them, right? I feel like they're ready to move forward, right? You got the Chariot here, right? They feel definitely pulled in a certain direction. Page of Coins. There could be kids involved here with all these pages. We get the Page of Coins, right? But it's right here on the X's side as well, right? And then there we go down to those video games and everything again. This is someone who is very immature with money, right? Very immature with money. They're immature with their wand here. We got the Moon here, Secrets, and the Devil. This person could be suffering from other addictions as well. It doesn't have to be video games. It could be anything. An addiction can be just about anything. Anything that distracts you and aids in procrastination from bettering yourself, it can be an addiction. You can be addicted to video games, sex. You can be any type of escapism. You can be addicted to exercise and meditation if you do it to the point where it's of detriment to the rest of your life. Nine of Cups. This person is figuring out how to center themselves. They're realizing this. That's what this is. This is the secret of defeating their own vices here and realizing that if they want the perfect partner, then perhaps they should start focusing on being a good partner themselves, right? This isn't about going to somebody, like I said, that's why you can't go backwards with people, right? If you go back to the past, that person is going to try to pull their past person up. This person wants to move forward. They want to better themselves. They know when they are bettering themselves, they feel better. When they feel better, there's more celebration happening around them, right? Nine of Staves. This person is defending stuff. What are they defending? Look. What are they defending? What did I say about that Four of Cups? What? They're holding on to that Fourth Cup now. And they got the Three Cups pushed off to the side. Past life energy on this. Goodness me. Yeah, leaving and travel is definitely a big influencer from this past life, right? This is definitely one of them twin flame connections that's going on. This is my big twin flame card, right? Male, female. These roles have been back and forth, played out before, right? Look what we got going on here on a cross section. I got spouse, unrequited love, and karmic relationships here coming this way. We've got the Celtic cross here, right? Unrequited love and monk or nun vows here on the end. Monk or nun, someone who ended up celibate over this, right? You got ships, travel, leaving ships, karmic relationships. Got that unrequited love came out upside down and the health came out upside down. It's spouse, right? You've been married before, right? The first line that you got here, I usually get line cards out for the past lives, right? So you've got ancient Celtic times, right? Would have been around the time where Catholicism would have been coming through the area, right? I get Ireland. Oh, what the hell is that show? I watched it so long ago. Reign with Queen Mary. You know how she brings Catholicism or Protestants or whatever it is, some sort of Abrahamic fucking faith to Ireland, right? It's around those times, right? That's how long ago this main life was. That's how long ago that the life where shit's happening now is in line with that life. To sit here and try to explain how time works and how everything is existing at the same time and all the timelines are actually happening at the same time, just in different variations and levels, would be too much to go through right now. But definitely, right, so we're going to stick with that, right? So we got a past life, right? There was definitely some sort of farm and homestead style of living, right? You weren't completely destitute, you owned farmland and everything else like that. There was a marriage here, right? There's ships and travel, with that leaving and travel happening. There's someone here that suffered from unrequited love. I'm not picking it up here. I'm picking it up here is this Ten of Cups energy. Then someone had to leave, right? When they left, that's when they ended up in a karmic relationship, right? Or someone ended up in a karmic relationship. Either the person who left behind had someone around them that was jaded from unrequited love, or this person, when they were in their travels, ran across people that created these karmic relationships where there wasn't any genuine love exchanged here. Stuff happened here at the end with health. I feel like one person or both might have even took that monk or nun type of celibacy lane. Galactic imprisonment, slavery. This has been going on. This is timelines that are here for a purpose. This is definitely star seeds, divine energies here. I got imprisonment or slavery. That's the unrequited love. Whoever stayed back behind, kept writing correspondences, kept waiting, they felt abandoned. They felt like their children had been orphaned. Oh, that's so sad. They left to do something, right? And they left this person behind. This is a storyline that played out more than once, where one or the other leaves, and you guys have taken turns. That's why I can't pick up on who was the one who did the leaving in this life, because you can't pick up who, because you've done this before. It's gone back and forth. You've taken roles as males and females, so you guys have both had the opportunity to play this game this way before. Someone left, and someone put a lot of distance, and someone someone was still sending correspondences, and then the correspondences stopped, right? Something happened with these karmic relationships, right? Somebody got involved here. Someone else got involved and got the person who had left imprisoned or enslaved somehow, right? And that's why they couldn't correspond back to their spouse. And that led to feelings of unrequited love. The spouse felt like they had left behind, that they just left them and was never coming back. I even pick up this image, it's not funny, but it was a comedian said this joke. He's like, at one point you didn't get divorced. Dad just went out for a pack of cigarettes and never came home one night. There's lots of stories, lots of ancient Celtic stories and stuff like that of being abducted by the Fae and stuff like that, where men will go out and they'll be like, oh, I went into the forest and I fell into a fairy portal for 5 years, type of energy. There's a lot of wisdom here, but I feel like they felt like they had orphaned their children. Or definitely feelings of abandonment had happened here, right? This caused a lot of health problems for someone. It could have even eventually, could have led, the health issues could have led to their death. Just this feeling, because it put them in such a low vibration that it opened them up to more illness, right? I feel like they ended up taking a vow like that of no, right? Trust and faith. These lifetimes are supposed to teach you how to have trust and faith, how to believe into your intuition, right? How to not get in your own way. That's the wisdom we're supposed to be picking up from these lives, right? That was heavy, man. That was sad. I would say don't stress your past lives too much, though. You know, nobody got out of them alive. Something killed everybody. And it was harder times back in the day, for sure. Did not have all the luxuries that we have today. Triumph of lies. Triumph of lies, right? That is just what I picked up in that past life reading, right? A karmic got that person imprisoned and enslaved somehow. A triumph of lies left the other one feeling unrequited love, like they weren't wanted anymore. A triumph of lies. Someone's illusion won out. Fated to suffer. Right? This person feels like they were fated to suffer. It's about feeding Snow White that poison, right? And when it comes down to it, this is what I was talking about before, where I don't need to worry about casting anything on my enemies. They will screw themselves, right? What? The evil queen made herself hideous and ugly and old and all this other stuff just to go to Snow White to try to poison Snow White and kill her, so she, for no other reason than vanity. What? I just wanted to be prettier than her. I was just tired of her being around, right? Snow White's not the one who was fated to suffer in the story. I'll say it again. Snow White is not the one that was fated to suffer in the story. The queen was jaded once by the mirror, then she was jaded by the huntsman who lied to her, who said that he had cut Snow White's heart out, right? She said the huntsman, oh my god, right? I said the huntsman to cut out Snow White's heart, and he couldn't do it. He lied. He actually felt sorry for her and felt for her, and he didn't really cut her heart out. He lied and brought you back a pig's heart instead, right? The seven dwarves didn't suffer. They loved Snow White. Like, everybody who came around Snow White still loved her and cherished her. She was judged for her heart, right? That Ace of Cups capacity through the whole story. That's the whole point of the story. You know, she might have been naive in eating the apple, but, you know, her open-heartedness is what led her to trust that old, scary-looking, obviously a witch lady, right? And in the end, it was the witch who falls off the cliff and gets crushed by all the rocks. It's the witch who could have focused on making herself beautiful, but instead focused so much on trying to outshine Snow White, she made herself hideous. Do you see the metaphors that I'm dropping here? Are you feeling it? No one is fated to suffer. The only suffering comes from yourself, right? Snow ended up in that glass coffin. What do I laugh now? What today, what are the glass coffins? Here's your glass coffin. This is the glass coffin, right? This is the glass coffin to which the prince and everybody could watch Snow White as she never aged, right? Harmony and music. Alright, I love this card. This card is not, this card is all about playing well with others. Harmony and music, right? It's about people that you harmonize with, people that you like the same type of music with, people that you like. Yeah, it's this energy of like when you're playing in a band, everybody's playing the same music, right? You can't be in there and playing classical music and then have Animal come in and be like, rah, blah, 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 blah. You can, but it has to be a discussion. You have to be able, everybody needs to know what's going on, right? Worry about people who come in and disrupt the harmony of your life and those who come in and bring more harmony to your life, right? Then I'm thinking of like Glee and Pitch Perfect, and then where you do the mashups, right? Where it's all these different songs and they can be saying different things, but they still play all harmoniously together, right? There's no, there's not, I get a battle of the radios type of energy, right? Focus on those who bring harmony into your life. I want a story, and then we're going to be done for the day. Well, I'm at 35. Sorry, I went deep into that past life. That's why I want a story now. Just one. Let's get a fairy tale for the day. We got the tree, 5. I think this is the juniper tree story. We'll see. 5. 7 of Hearts. Health, karma, roots, and ancestries. In the Brothers Grimm tale, The Juniper Tree, a mother wishes for a child. She makes the wish with her blood under the juniper tree. Her wish is granted in the form of a son, as white as snow and as red as blood. The mother dies from her happiness just after giving birth. She is buried beneath that juniper tree. The boy is later killed by his new stepmother. His horrified half-sister buries his bones beneath the tree. He is returned to the family after his half-sister goes on a magical quest. Your own ancestry is shown in the tree. Here you can see the roots, both good and bad. The tree indicates health as well as a past life. Too. Notice the face in this tree. Just like the sun in the juniper tree, you are reminded to watch your own health in all areas, and you should always remember to stay in charge of your personal well-being. Alright, now, okay. I don't usually do messages like this. This is usually AEL's type of thing, but I definitely get the sense of be mindful of your health. And just because we had this, be mindful of someone who's bringing you food, right, and feeding you, right? Be careful. There's something with all that. The stepmother poisoned Snow White. The stepmother killed the son. The stepsister had to step in and save, right? Who's probably was harmonious with her brother, right? There's this twisted energy going on here. Be mindful. Be careful about who you're letting into your space, who you're letting into your home with this holiday season. Be mindful of homemade foods that you're given. This stuff has been going on for lifetimes. All right. Success. Whatever timelines you guys are on that you're focused on, there's success from listening to your messages, your messengers. There's success from listening to your messengers, from paying attention to your guides, right? There's a journey that needs to happen here. What do we say? Heart center openings. That's where the light comes in and the light goes out, right? All right. I don't think there's anything braver in this world than being willing to love again after having your heart broken into a million pieces. I'll say it again. I don't think there's anything braver in this world than being open to love again after your heart's been shattered. Also, with that fracture card, I always get that Japanese, or is it Japanese or Chinese? I hate to be incorrect about that. Anyway, it's a practice of repairing china with gold, and it makes the piece more unique and more beautiful than it was before. Repaired golden china is more valuable. So after it's been broken and put back together, it is more beautiful and more valuable, and it actually can hold more because it has more volume space, right? I also get waking up each day to fight the demons that left you tired yesterday is bravery. Blessed be all those who walk these weird and winding paths with me. I love y'all, and I'll be back soon again, I promise.